Okay, we have flushed the rust from the cooling system. We flushed it with the distilled water, and then now we just filled it up with the thermocure. It's almost 1 liter of thermocure. Put that first, and then you top up with the distilled water until you reach beyond the maximum level on the expansion bottle. And basically this operation need to be done while the taxi is on the axle stand on the front. This is to help to get rid of the air pockets in the system. And basically you top up with the distilled water until you reach the level required. And then you turn the engine on, obviously, and leave it running for a good 10-15 minutes, and then you can turn the heater on at full, and then obviously the front heater and the back heater, so the thermostat could open and circulate and the pump could circulate the coolant. Yeah, it's recommended to leave it in the system for 3-4 days to a week, and then you could do 3 to 4 flashes. Okay, a week later, and 200 miles almost later, after we applied the thermocure, we combined it obviously with distilled water, and then we let the cooling system to work and pump it throughout the engine block, heater core and the radiator. Obviously it turned out to be black, so obviously there is some chemical reaction to the rust, and it turned it to be black. Now we need to flush the whole system again, i.e. the expansion bottle, the heater core, the inlet and the outlet, the engine jacket or engine block, also the radiator. So we have to do it thoroughly. It's recommended on the thermocure that it's you should flush it with distilled water at least twice. So we're gonna go for the first one now, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Obviously we need to take the inlet air box. Normally I take it from these 2 Jubilee clip as well as this one, so that would leave me the sensor intact. I don't want to mess about with the sensor because it might show me something on the dashboard. So I take these 2 and this, and then I just lift up the box and it's dismantled. Now the second thing I need to do is to take the expansion bottle. We've got the 10mm bolt just behind these 2 hoses. Obviously I do undo these 2 hoses, and then the feeding hose. So you've got 3 hoses here. Once you dismantle all these hoses as well as the bolt, you can just lift it up from the hook on the side. So this is the second thing, and then we expose the 2 hoses for the heater core, the inlet and the outlet. Probably you'll be able to see the inlet, which is a lot warmer now. So the inlet will be an exhaust with stick a pipe, clear PVC pipe on it, and then the outlet will be the inlet. We'll put the tap water hose on it, and then we will see what we're gonna get from the heater core. So once that it's done, we need obviously to do the radiator. I'll have to dismantle the lower hose radiator, it's down the bottom, and also the top hose for the radiator. Once that it's done, then I can just put the garden tap inside the radiator, and then I will be able to flush everything. this is it. I don't want to mess with the sensor, so I leave it intact this way, and I just put it on the side like that. Okay, now there is two plastic hooks which are bedded in this arm. There's two, one in there and one in there. You just have to be very persuasive and just hold it slowly until you get the first one out, and then you do the second one later. There you go. So that's done. You have to be very careful with these two plastic clips. They're very easy to break them. Now when you do them, you lift up like this. All right, the reason why is because you have this rubber here. This rubber, it holds into this hook. Okay, so this sits in that hook and it gives it more stability. Now this is a chance for you to change the air filter, so you can do this and take that for the air filter. Okay, once the air box is out, we've got this hose open. It'd be very wise to cover it up with a plastic bag like this, then you don't get nothing inside the engine, since we're going to work with the water and all that nonsense. It's advisable to cover it up like this. Now we're going to do this hose, and then obviously open them too, and the 10mm bolt. Right, we've taken the expansion bottle off. So basically these two hoses, one going to the radiator and one going to the engine block. That we could use this to flush the engine jacket. We could stick the tap water here, hose, and then we could flush the engine, and it comes out from this, from this hose. And we've taken the bolt, so that's done. Now the next step is we're taking this lower hose for the radiator. We placed something underneath the engine so we can catch the coolant. Right, now this, I release these two, and it's just you rock it down. You have to be very careful because this is made from aluminium, and with the right force we just break it up. So we just do it gently like that, and you might be able to see it's totally black. Look at it. Wow. Look at that. Right. And this is what I do normally to remove the other side of the hose. Just gently put it between the hose and radiator, gently, and then push it to come out gently. Wow, this is it. Now this is the hose, and just have a look what the hose looks like. It's much better than how it was. Look at it. It was rust everywhere, so I cleared it somehow, so that's good. For us to flush the radiator, we need to open this top hose from both sides. Okay. Then again, you just slide it in, rock it up and down slowly, because obviously all these parts are made of aluminium. You want to be very careful with it. That's done, and obviously do it, rock it like that again, and and we're all done. It cleaned the rust. I'm very impressed, to be honest. Oh, have a look. This was caked off with rust. I used to push it like that. I can hear the rust going crack, crack, crack. And now it's almost clear. So obviously we're flashing it now, and then we're gonna leave it for 2 days with distilled water only. We have taken the lower hose for the radiator as well as the top hose from thermostat to the radiator, and now we're gonna remove the hose which takes the coolant, hot coolant from the engine into the heater core, and also we're gonna take the hose which come back from the heater core out into the engine from this clip here. So we're gonna do this operation right now, and we're gonna connect a tap hose PVC into the outlet hose, which is this one, and then we put a normal hose here, PVC hose, so we can see what it comes out of it. Okay, we flushed the top of the radiator from this hose. It's linked to the top. Then we flushed the engine from this hose, and a lot of dark color comes out of the bottom hose. Now we're gonna flush the radiator from the top. So this is the operation. And it's wise to put also a plastic covering up the alternator. Okay, I've taken the garden hose and I connected it to the outlet of the heater core. So on this PVC into that hose there, that's the outlet. And then the inlet, I connected it to another PVC, and it's going to be the exhaust, so we can reverse. Right, I'm going to put the tap on, and then you'll be able to see. Alright, this is it. Okay, so now the water is almost clear, identical to the in. This is the in and this is the out. and that's what come out from the heater core. Now we're going to reverse the pipes. We're going to reverse them. This is the thermocure. It's almost 1 liter, and basically you put it with distilled. You put it first, and then you put distilled water, and it just flushes and it takes all the rust from the cooling system. And it has really good reviews on Amazon and on the other companies.